All right, well, here's my update. I'm finally in District 7 in Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City. Um, there's been ups and downs. I mean, it was great that I made the plane. I had about 20 minutes to spare, but it was a horrible day because of all the stress involved with with having the first flight cancelled. That really pissed me off. It's almost enough to make me think of looking at alternatives to Jetstar because I can't trust them. They're just going to basically cancel a flight at the last minute, literally at the last minute. You know, how can you trust these people? Well, I don't think you can. Actually, just get some light on the subject. This is my new room, and there's a major problem here, I'll tell you. So that was, pretty bad. That created stress for the whole day. The next thing I made the flight with 20 minutes to spare, only because I went up to the counter at Jetstar because there was a few people waiting to be checked in from going to all different destinations. And I just went up to this woman and said, well, look, my flight's at 3:15, and that was saying about, about 3/4 of an hour to an hour at that point in time. And what she did was she put me into the business class counter, so I got served straight away. So that was good, but I don't think anybody in Cairns did a damn thing. The duty officer took my details and my name and said she'd informed Sydney. No one in Sydney seemed to have a clue. No one contacted me. No one helped me. They just I reckon they probably cancelled that flight in the morning because they didn't have enough people on it. They wanted to save money. I just don't think they give a stuff about their customers. So that's why I'm seriously considering, even if I have to pay more, going to looking at alternatives flying. So it was great that I finally made the flight, but gee, the flight to Sydney was pretty slow. The pilot didn't seem to be any rush to get there, and we actually disembarked about 1:10. I was thinking it might be about 12:30 because it's supposed to be a 2.5 hour flight down there, but we took off a little late, so we boarded on time, but we took off a little late. So, I was freaking out during the whole flight. It was really unpleasant. So I finally get to Saigon, and it was easy to get through immigration. That was a good thing. There was no hassles at all. There wasn't much of a line. It's pretty quiet here, actually. And when I went to get a taxi, there was nothing there, no activity at all. I've never seen it so quiet. Usually it's bustling with lots of taxis, but there would have been about 3 or 4 max. So, and some guy was trying to tell me he was a venison driver, and the car didn't have any venison livery at all. It's a total BS, but you get that here. So I went to the guy who's actually the official there who gets the drivers, and I got a proper taxi. Although I was sitting in the back seat, and they're worried about the safety of the passengers with health. Well, it'd be nice if they actually had seat belts that worked. Neither one did, so I couldn't put a seat belt on in the taxi. And the taxi driver seemed to take a fairly long route to get to District 7. I estimated the fare should be about $250, and it ended up being $300 because I didn't have any change that I was hoping to get when I was going to buy my Viettel SIM card. But Viettel was shut. There was no one selling Viettel SIM cards at the airport, and that's pretty well unheard of from what I can imagine. So it's just been a disaster. So the guy basically just gave me 200 change from a 500. So he gave himself a 30,000 dong tip in effect. And that's why I wanted to have all the chains, because it was 270 on the clock, which is still above what it should be, which is around 250. So I ended up paying 300 for the taxi fare, so that wasn't great. And because he didn't know where the place was, he was hopeless finding the place. And I mean, it works in their favour because it means you get a bigger fare. It's actually inverse to what it should be. They should be penalised for incompetence, but they actually get rewarded in the case of taxi drivers. So that's all good. We finally find the Sabrina Hotel, mainly because I had some idea where it was because I looked at Street View. I think I would have been able to find it easier if the taxi driver had just gone down the main thoroughfare, just kept going down there. I would have told him where to turn. But he decided to do it his way, and he stuffed it up, and of course that inflated the taxi fare even more. So I get here, and that's all fine. There's a guy on reception. He takes me to the room 402, and the room itself's fine, but one vital ingredient is missing. There's supposed to be a balcony there, and that's the reason I booked the room, because it had a balcony, and there's no bloody balcony to be seen. So I'm pretty pissed off, and I'm so pissed off I think I'll contact booking.com, because I'm just, you know, you do it on good faith. It's got a photo of the balcony, and it's actually in the description there's a balcony with furniture. It even states that, and it's just total BS. So this has just been a right royal stuff up of a day, and I still haven't got myself a SIM card so that I can actually use Grab, because I couldn't buy it at the airport, and it's a holiday. It's reunification day tomorrow, and I think there's another public holiday the day after, and that's probably why it got such a cheap fare. There might be other places I can buy a SIM card from. I mean, there's usually you can get dodgy ones in the CBD area. There'll be some places there that'll sell them. They're supposed to get your passport details, but some will just sell them to you direct. But they're not going to be as good a quality. I want a really good one because I want to be able to book Grab, and to do that, I want to make sure they've got a decent network. These other dodgy cards are probably on a dodgy network as well. So anyway, that's basically how this trip to Saigon's starting. Not good really. It's been a really tough day all round. It's been one of the worst days of travel I've encountered anyway. So hopefully things will be on the improve after this, because I'm not impressed with the beginning of this trip. The centre of this part of District 7, and I just spoke to two, name spelt TSU but pronounced TOO. And she's the manager, and she's been very nice about everything, offering me discounts and free SIM cards and other stuff. She's been, because she knows I really wanted that balcony room, but apparently there's a long-term tenant in there till July, so it's not even available. So booking.com shouldn't really have it on their books. And I did a search for it between for the 1st of June and the 29th of June, and it's still listed. And I think she was quite shocked by that. So she says she is having issues with booking.com. So, but no, she was very nice about it, and it couldn't have been nicer. So I'm happy to stay there. I'm not that fussy. It would be nice to have a balcony, but it's not the be-all and end-all of life. There's a lot of places to choose from around here. The old Circle K. Yeah, a lot of coffee places, a lot of cafes. I might just go back, do a bit of research and find a Barbeau place. She didn't seem to know of anyone in particular to recommend. There's also the Bang Me place. What's this? Juice place. This is the tavern, isn't it? Yeah. This is the closest bar, I think.
And then get the cocktail deals. Remember, yeah, well, it's nice to know there's a proper bar here. That's good. I think I should just go work out where I think I'm one more down from here, if I recall. I'll get back to the hotel. A bit messy here. It's quite humid out, quite warm. Oh God, this has been major work's taking place. A few grab guys around, a few taxis, another place up there. Boy, this this particular block is going under major renovation. Yeah, and that's just down from the hotel, I think. So, but this is where I am. I think I'm just down here. I'll just double check it, but I'm pretty sure I am. But yeah, there's a lot of people out and about, eating and drinking. Just got to find out where I'll just see if I can find the far. Yeah, I probably wouldn't mind the far bow. Let's see if we can. I don't think 2 was 100% on where it was. I don't think I'm in the right. Oh yes, here it is. It is. Yeah. So a lot of places closed, and this may be due to the COVID has actually knocked out a lot of businesses. So there's a few that are closed. So here's where I'm staying at Sabina, and there's the free bike. People can use this bike now for going around the area, so that's a nice bonus. A shower on Saturday, that's why it's so humid at the moment. I've got to go down 5 of these blocks and to the right, and then I should be able to find this place called Pho 36. It's had 300 reviews, so presumably it should still be operating, and we'll see how we go. But yeah, those clouds look a bit threatening. It wouldn't surprise me if we had a thunderstorm. So anyway, see if I can get my pho before the heavens open up. There's a Circle K just over there. That's really handy. Just got all your stuff, and a big shopping mall's down the road. That's excellent place. Much better than going to a co-op. Much less hectic. Quite reasonably priced. As usual, everywhere in Vietnam, lots of building work taking place. You don't see street vendors here like you would in most parts of Vietnam. It's 24, which is actually a chain right throughout the city, right throughout Saigon. And I'm just going to have some pho bo with a combo, so I have some lime juice because it's really hot. So it's coming out, it's pretty quick. It's good. Come on. So there you go, she just served it up. The thing, of course, I'm lacking is all the veggies I normally get with my favourite place. But well, we'll just see how we go. We've got some hot sauce there, so I'd like to put that in. It doesn't have lime juice and stuff like that, but I normally. Oh yes, I can squeeze the lime in. So I've got the lime to squeeze. Yeah, I'll better make it. It won't be as good as the one I usually go to, but that's in District 1. And it may not be open today. I couldn't see Pho 36 in the street, and so we'll just have to we'll try this just to try something Vietnamese before. Have a look at it out there. It just sprung up about a couple of minutes ago. So it wasn't just threatening clouds, they were locked and loaded when it comes to moisture. So I might take a bit of time to drink my lime juice. I mean, this is not as good as the stuff I usually have, but at least it's pho. It's sort of a weak imitation of what I normally have when I'm here, but better than nothing. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you or entertainment or whatever.
And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored.